Hello and welcome to PWine. Excuse me, my coughing throughout this episode.
There we
So,
go.
we
Coffee.
got coffee.
Black coffee.
It's 7:30 at night. Somebody's not sleeping tonight.
No, I sleep perfectly fine, don't you worry. I don't quite understand how I do it, but I do it.
I have the very standard Pinot Blush.
I'm not a huge fan of Pinot Blush, but then that's not surprising, right?
No, not at all. And as you know, it's the only thing I drink. Pale rosé.
It's good the fact that like we have different wine tastes.
Yeah,
So obviously I like the sweet, and then you like the dry.
yeah. Different taste in wine, different taste in wine.
Similar taste to men, not well, when
Similar
it comes
taste
to
in
like.
wine. Similar taste in wine.
I'm
Anyway.
like Lando, Carlos, Martin Garrix.
Yeah, the love of my life, Martin Garrix. So, Hungary.
Yeah, bit of an eventful race.
I don't think the race itself was eventful. I just think team radios and everything, that was what made it eventful. Like, nothing actually happened on track, really, other than the Max and the listing.
It was like, yeah, that was. It's just like we're just having like ghosts of 2021 here.
Mhm.
It's getting very 2021-esque.
It's getting Max doesn't want to lose. She was doing everything in his power to make everybody else lose.
Yeah, and he's like not turning in corners. I'm like, you need to turn a corner.
You turn a corner, get round it.
Yeah, around the corner. And instead, Red Bull really does give you wings, right?
Yeah, everything but one wheel's off the track, I believe.
At one point, I think his car was being propped up by his front wing.
Yeah.
So, the damage that must have caused for a team that really can't afford, for a team whose other driver crashed spectacularly into the barrier during qualifying the day before. A team that was also on the edge of the spend cap already.
Yeah, and you have your number one driver flying through the air while trying to blame everybody else but himself.
Yeah, and obviously as a thing, have you seen that as a result of that, Red Bull has released a statement that he will not be competing in the sim races on race weekends anymore. And I was all like, but he competed in a sim race
And won.
and won. So like, is it the sim race?
But he was aggressive that race over the radio.
Yeah.
And I think that might be why they're stopping him from racing, is of how aggressive he is rather than not that he can't give a result.
It's all well and good winning trophies at sim racing,
Yeah, but doesn't really count.
but McLaren is literally right there just before summer break. And if there's another podium in Belgium like there was in Hungary, then Red Bull are in trouble.
Yep.
Big trouble because hang on, because no, we're not good at maths. as we realised. McLaren are now 51 points behind Red Bull.
Ooh. So if there's a podium like there was at Hungary this weekend at Spa, it makes them 8 points behind Red Bull.
With just under half a season to go. And if McLaren score like they've done the second half of this first half of the season,
Which is in deep shit.
yeah, because the past 5 races, so this was before Hungary, the past 5 races, McLaren have scored, so Ferrari have scored 104 points.
Yeah.
Red Bull have scored 116. Now that's impressive with just one driver.
I was say that's just one driver.
Mercedes 132 points, McLaren 144.
We're in deep shit, basically.
This is before Hungary, so now McLaren has scored
190.
43 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is
Worrying.
the difference of that's the results of 5 races, sorry, so
Yeah.
not including Hungary as well. So obviously, Red Bull, McLaren have scored obviously the 25 for Oscar and the 18 for Lando.
Who got fastest lap Lewis?
No, Russell. Logan came second fastest.
On a trajectory.
What world do we live in where Logan Sargent is getting the second fastest lap?
I'm for it. I'm all for it.
No, I'm definitely all for it. We now live in a world where Max Verstappen is not winning races and Logan Sargent is getting
Faster laps.
fast laps.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I'm all for it.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
So, I know you don't want to talk about it, but we're going to have to.
No, that's fine. This is not Austria.
McLaren.
I've had 3 days to think about this. As you know, I was on a hen do on the weekend. I watched the race. And as you know from my messages to you, I was slightly confused.
Yes. I think everybody was watching the race.
I'm still confused, and I'll tell you why now. So obviously, there must have been some sort of meeting where they were like, right, Lando, you're on pole, Oscar's second. There must have been some sort of like plan A and plan B, because there must have been plan A of like Lando gets a good start, keeps pole, blah blah blah, wins the race.
Wins the race.
And
Lando
Oscar,
the crap start, Lando overtakes, Lando keeps the win.
so Oscar was going to be there to obviously defend off Hamilton and Verstappen. Or plan B was going to be Oscar takes the lead and Lando is used to hold off Hamilton and Verstappen. Obviously, plan B came into play by lap 13, because Will said over the radio, our fight is with Verstappen. And I'm all like,
hang on.
There's a few more laps left of this race. There's over 50 laps left of this race, Han. Anyway, so obviously that happened, and obviously they pitted Lando first, and then Lando got the undercut, which is obviously not what McLaren planned. Which shit happens, right?
Yes.
And obviously, I'm no stranger to team orders. Team orders when Vettel was in Red Bull and Ferrari. Team orders when Michael Schumacher. I remember when Michael Schumacher was there, and and they gave I want to say Felipe Massa team orders to let Schumacher pass him. Same with Vettel, they gave Webber team orders. They actually gave Vettel team orders for Webber, and Vettel ignored them. But yeah,
Not like said.
you know, usually team orders will favour the driver further in the championship because, yes, they think of constructors first, drivers second. It's always been a thing. But usually team orders will come into play, and the driver with the most points, the contended driver for the championship, will be given the favoured team orders. Whereas, so for McLaren to call for Lando to switch places with Oscar, effectively losing him 7 points
Yeah.
when he is very close. Let's be fair, he's very close to. I think he's like, if Max DNFs 3 times, and Lando scores points, he's there.
He's there. It is. Yeah, and what I
Yeah,
didn't. Sorry.
no, so for McLaren to call that was strange. What I really didn't like, and I accept it. You know, the McLaren team orders great, fantastic. They know more about racing than I do. That's great. What I wasn't a fan of was the way Lando was being communicated with over the radio.
This is exactly what I was just about to say. When they started essentially guilt tripping him to give that place back, that's when I lost a lot of respect for Pitbull. When they
Yeah,
started going, you've got to think of the team, Lando. You've got to think of Oscar. If you want to win as constructors, you need the team. You need Oscar. Like, as if the team aren't going to be there for him if he wins. He was 6 seconds ahead of Oscar. Oscar wasn't making any time.
I know.
If,
So
if Oscar was making time on Lando without Lando having to slow his pace down, I'd understand that. But Lando's having to slow his pace down so Oscar can look like he was getting a faster lap through. Potentially
so I think
catch up and then guilt tripping Lando into doing it. I just don't think it was good team orders for that part.
no. So I think, is it lap 54? Oscar's engineer came over. No, lap 54. They came over to over the radio to Lando saying, um, something like, I can't remember the exact wording, but it was something like, um, if Oscar is within distance of you, swap places.
Yeah.
But only if he is. So I don't quite understand what changed
But
for
Lando,
them.
you're going to have to practically stop
Yeah.
to let him through.
When Even when I was listening to it live, I was like, are we being serious right now? Like, saying, I know a lot of people are all like, oh well, it happens and stuff. The call isn't my issue. I'm confused, but that's not my issue. The way, like you said, he was emotionally manipulated into giving that place back. Like, you can't win a championship on your own. You're going to need the team, and you're going to need Oscar. Like you said, almost as if saying, if you don't give this place to Oscar, you lose the support of the team and you lose the support of Oscar. That's not okay.
And I think all of that, like, dulled Oscar's first win. I think Oscar was probably sitting in his car going, I don't want to win this race.
Yeah.
If Lando can win this race, Lando can win this race.
But it's like, it's the fact as well, like that in like lap 50, like 20 laps before the end, the race engineer comes over to Oscar and goes, we're going to give team orders for Lando to give it the position back. and Oscar's like waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. He's all like, I was under no disillusion that Lando would not give the place back.
No, I always knew he was going to. I thought it was going to be, was it Seb? I don't know where he was at, but it was like on the last corner he gave him the place back.
Mm.
And I thought, I would be like, I don't actually blame Lando for doing that. He's got his place back. You didn't tell him he needs to give him it back.
Yeah. What I want to know though is how Lando managed to put a 6-second gap between him and Oscar on older tyres.
I don't know. Were the older tyres? Was it Oscar that had the scrubbed news there?
No, Lando had the scrubbed mediums.
Right. But baffling. Baffling why that was even a call. And I
Yeah.
understand that this was probably the only clear chance of Oscar getting his first win. But in terms of he's been leading the race for so long. But if they thought that, they should have boxed Oscar first.
Yeah, definitely. And if that's the case as well, like, like then it should be Lando's win in Monza 2021.
Yeah.
So yeah,
About it.
very happy with the podium.
Yes, I was.
I love the fact Oscar's won his first race. I think that's absolutely fantastic, considering he is the best rookie since Lewis Hamilton.
Yes. Just make me
Uh,
feel very old that someone born in 2000 just won his first race.
I know.
And that goes back to the interview with an old press conference of Lewis, Seb, and Max. And Lewis
Yeah.
says, when somebody wins in the 2000, born 2000, it's time for me to end. He's not going to end.
No.
But I also saw today that Lewis has been on the podium for every person in that, apart from Fernando Alonso, every person on the grid's first win. He's been third for every single one of their first wins.
Every driver's first win.
Every driver on the grid who's won,
Yeah.
Lewis has been third in their race.
Was he third in Miami?
Maybe he wasn't in Miami. Maybe counting out Miami.
Ooh.
Just going off the facts of TikTok.
Yeah, because TikTok has been so factual.
Yes.
Evidence-based.
He wasn't. It was Leclerc third. But everybody else apart from Lando has been on third on the podium for everybody's win.
It's a kind of cute statistic.
It is. But yeah, it was an eventful race. And we have Spa this weekend.
Yes, we do.
Which is emotional at the best of times.
I love Spa though. I do love Spa.
I do.
If I was going to go to any race spontaneously, I think Spa would be it.
Yeah. You can get there quick enough. You can get there cheap enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Spa. It's an emotional race, as always.
Can be a very dangerous track. One wet.
Terrifies us, that track.
Yeah.
It's just the first corner. Well, not a first corner, but like the big bend at this. It terrifies us.
Yeah, wet or dry, that track is. I know obviously it's more dangerous when wet, but even dry, that track is formidable.
I'm fine once they get round the first lap on the first corner, I'm fine. But I do watch that first corner. Just can't do it.
No. To be fair, I'm like that every start anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, before we get on to Spa in detail, I've got some facts I would like to bring forward. So,
Go. Sorry, somebody just messaged me saying Verkrashen instead of Verstappen.
Hamilton, 345 starts in his Formula One history. Okay. 303 of them have been in the top 10. 104 wins, 56 P2s, 40 P3s, 103 P4s to P10s. Outside of the top 10, he's only had 9 races. He's had 31 DNFs and only 2 disqualifications.
It's a 17-year Formula One career.
Mm-hmm.
Do you reckon he'll retire after 2027?
Yeah.
20 years.
I reckon if he gets his 8th world champion in Ferrari next year, he'll go then. If not, he'll wait for 20 years and then go. Yeah, some impressive facts.
He truly is the GOAT, though, and let's be
Yeah.
fair. Like, I know he's on par with Michael Schumacher for championships, but did Schumacher have 200 podiums? No. What a man.
Really is.
So,
So, 44 laps. But each lap's 7 kilometers long, 4.352 miles long.
yeah.
It's quite a long track,
hmm
and it's our last one before summer break.
Sorry?
Our last race before summer break. But in the past 10 years, we have had 6 different winners.
Well, I only went back to 2019.
4 of them are in that.
Mm. So we've got 2019, a podium of Leclerc, Hamilton, and Bottas. 2020, we've got Hamilton, Bottas, Verstappen.
Okay.
2021, we've got Verstappen, Russell, and Hamilton.
Okay.
2022, sorry, I forgot what year we were on then. We got Verstappen, Perez, and Sainz.
Okay.
Sprint of 2023
Yeah,
is
we did one
Verstappen,
last year.
Piastri, and Gasly.
Oh my God, Gasly got sprint.
Yeah. No, Gasly was third.
No, I know, but I forgot he got a sprint podium or a sprint line.
And the main race of 2023 was Verstappen, Perez, and Leclerc.
Why did I think Norris? Not Norris.
Norris.
Norris was on that podium.
No. Norris came 7th last year.
Oh, why did I think he was on that podium?
Mm.
We have 19 corners.
Yeah, it's quite
Quite a bendy racetrack.
yeah.
We have 3 DRS detection zones.
Ooh.
That's a complete lie. You have 2 DRS detection zones and 2 DRS zones.
That's the complete lie. I just lied to your face.
I was looking at the sectors and I thought the sectors were 1, 2, 3 were DRS zones.
I get confused with that sometimes.
So yeah,
Fastest lap?
ever is Valtteri Bottas with 1 minute 46.286 seconds. Now that seems really long.
Because it's a long track.
Such a long track, I know.
Because imagine if you sat at the start finish line, it takes almost 2 minutes for the cars to come back.
Round, yeah.
Long time.
Just like to point out, it would take you 2 minutes no matter where you were sitting for cars to go past.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, because like I just used the start finish line because I didn't know the names of the grandstands.
Eau
So
Rouge. Sat in Eau Rouge. Yeah.
I was under pressure to remember the names of things, okay?
Last year's fastest lap was 1 minute 46.305 from Sir Lewis Hamilton.
Ooh.
But pole time last year was 1 minute 46.988. By
Okay.
Claire.
Luckily, a pole leads to a Verstappen win, eh?
Always. Unless it's Monaco.
Yeah. Same. So tyres we have this week, and Pirelli has answered our praise.
Yeah.
We've got a C2, a C3, and a C4.
Thank God.
So we've got hard medium, medium, and soft medium.
But it's better than soft, and softest.
Or hard, hard, and hardest.
Yes.
So yeah. I feel like you came with the fun fact this week.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
But
I'm
what everyone wants to know
what?
is what does the circuit look like?
So I've got two things in mind.
Okay, I think I know what I think it looks like.
Right, so my first one is gonna be a more obvious one that looks like a petrol pump.
Oh, that's not what I had. But yeah, I
Because
see it.
handle
I
and the
don't see it
petrol
because
pump.
I don't drive and I've never filled up a tank of petrol.
Oh, that's fine. My second thing, which was not many people are gonna know, think this, is it's the Zappa from Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin in Magic Kingdom.
That's not what I had, but now I see it. It's 100% does.
What was you thinking?
Mine's very niche. So it's a Haribo Troppy Fruit bird. I'm just going to show a photo.
Yeah, yeah, I vaguely see it. If you had a
That's what I
couple
had.
extra corners,
Sorry.
had a couple extra corners, yeah.
It's what I had.
So yeah, Spa is my favorite circuit. I've even got the sticker on my notepad, which I've not currently got to hand right now.
I'm trying to find the Buzz Lightyear's app. to show everybody. Essentially, this.
Spa. So yeah. An official home race for Lando.
And Max
Both could have raced under the Belgian flag.
both decided not to.
So
it's an emotional race because this is where Anton Hubert died 5 years ago.
yeah.
And I obviously know this is not why Alpine have done it. But what a nice little honour to have a little special livery this weekend. Feel like it would distract Pierre from everything that goes on that weekend for him. And I think it's a pretty good livery.
Yeah, for a Deadpool and Wolverine livery, yeah.
I've never seen any, but
I know, but it's nice. I like it, and I think I like Alpine in red.
yeah, might make it faster. Strategies might go a bit downhill. But Alpine in red.
See what happens.
Had no special helmet yet, I don't think.
No, it's Wednesday, isn't it? So you just know when we finish recording here now, someone will announce a special helmet.
I am just double checking.
But we could talk about the elephant in the room of Red Bull, of Formula One news this week.
Yeah. Actually, we do have a special helmet. It's special helmet in the fact it's a one-off, but we have seen it before. The Ocon Deadpool helmet is back
Fair enough.
this weekend.
It matches the car.
It does match the car. So, F1 news this week.
Yes. Breaking. I'm going to be drinking a lot of baby Guinnesses next season.
Oh, this is not what I thought you were going to come out with. We'll continue.
What were you
What's
going to
happened? No, I thought it was going to be a certain Red Bull driver and a certain engine issue.
No, that's in a minute. So obviously, it was announced that a certain Martin Garrix has uploaded to his story.
Don't need to know about Martin Garrix.
So a certain ex-Ferrari team principal is coming back to Formula One.
Yes, he is.
So Binotto
Is returning.
is returning. And I thought we'd seen the end of this guy.
I never thought we'd see him again.
And he is returning as he's joining the Audi Formula One project, but I am assuming he is going to be Audi's team principal.
He is, because Andreas Seidler has left the project because they couldn't secure Carlos. Fair enough.
So, do they think by securing Binotto, they're going to secure Sainz?
No. Seidler left because they couldn't secure. The only reason Seidler wanted to be there is because they said They were having Carlos as their first driver. Carlos has closed the doors on them. So Seidler's went, bye.
We need.
This
is not the news we asked for. This is not the news we wanted. This is not the news we needed. What we need is, where is Carlos driving?
And this is where Emily Lushy comes in. Our friend Emily is in Monaco for her birthday. And this is the photo we all get sent last night. So the white shirt is her boyfriend's arms. The table next to them.
The blue shirt
is Mr. Symes. Which subsequently turns out he's out celebrating Rebecca's birthday. But that's a digression that we don't need to go down. She should have got up and just asked him the question.
Who are you driving for next year?
Who are you driving for next year? Because we really need to know.
This is getting silly now. Like, silly season, it's not even, silly season is just, it's just too much right now.
It's too long. Silly season's too long at the minute.
We're used to silly season being condensed into 3 weeks.
Yes.
We're currently into month 6 of silly season.
Week 6?
Month 7.
I thought you said month. I thought you said week 6. I think it's been longer than a week. 6 weeks. Going at this week 7. Year 7? Month 7 of silly season.
Next week will be 7 months into silly season.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
And during summer, we're going to have a roundup of everything that's happened in silly season so far.
It's not going to be our stagnant.
Anyway. So, obviously, Pinotto's going to Audi.
He is. All I'm going to say is bring back Gunther.
I feel like Gunther should have probably gone to Audi, but that's by the by. I'm going to be drinking a lot of baby Guinness next year. I could just feel it.
No,
anyway, other Formula One news this week.
Positive Formula One.
Well, it depends which angle you're looking at it from, really. Like, it's not positive.
Not very positive.
Yeah, it's not positive for Red Bull or Max fans. It might be positive for everybody else. Although, to be fair, we have not had Max win for
5 races. 4 races.
4 races now.
3.
4. 3. Spain
was his last win. 3 races.
3 races. Wow. What? Only one? He's actually been on the podium as well.
I'll take it.
So that had been unheard of last season. So, other news.
He's got a 10-place grid penalty. He has, talking to entrance this weekend, he has a 10-place grid penalty.
I was going for the dramatic effect of the pause. I'm quite surprised you didn't start tonight's episode with Max Verstappen's got a 10-place grid penalty.
Breaking news. No. Breaking news is going to be relieving. But I've just went on to TikTok. How it feels seeing Verstappen with a 10-place grid penalty. Lando holding a sign that says, I think I like this little lamb. Hamilton. Carlos. George. Charles. This bit of C2 challenge is my favourite one ever. Oscar.
I love that picture of Oscar. It's amazing. Because they did it with the team orders thing, like, when McLaren calls team orders.
They did. But yeah, I love it.
So does he attempt to go for pole,
And finish
knowing that it's
start
going to be
10.
pole
Yeah.
by 10? Or does he just go, "Do you know what? I'm going to write this off as a bad one and come back after the summer to Zandvoort"?
No, I reckon he'll go. I'm getting pole and go back to 10. He can challenge from 10. He can challenge from 10.
Problem is, with a new engine, you don't know how he's going to react.
Challenge from 10th, then he goes back to 19th on the first corner.
He's starting in Hungary along with Pierre Gasly.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think it's brilliant.
Just put a disclaimer out there that we don't hate Max.
I was just about to say, I don't hate Max. In fact, I love the guy. I just don't. I'm just not a fan of him in an F1 car. Just really not a fan of him in an F1 car. No, it's not even him. It just puts Horner in a shitty situation. And that's what I like.
Yeah.
But I do have to give props to GP.
How he didn't just
Um,
throw his headset out the window and just go, "Nah, do you know what? I'm not paid enough for this, bye."
when Max said something along the lines of, "It's impressive how you fucked up my race," I don't know how GP's reaction was. It's impressive how much of a dick you are.
Although I will say, when GP said to him about going to see the medics after the race,
I did
and
love
then
that.
Verstappen's reply was the medics need to go and see the stewards because clearly they need medical attention for the decisions they're making. I was like, I kind of like this because it's funny. Um, but yeah, it's just, yeah. I didn't want to laugh, but I laughed.
What I want is GP to do, like, I don't know if you've got Calm, the app on your phone. Do like bedtime story. Like really soothing.
Look, Max, we're not going to argue over the radio. It's childish.
Childish. And that's all in my head was I heard was that Love Island scene where I can't remember what he's called. One of the guys is going, "Childish, you're childish," like that. And all I heard was that. And when he went, "We need to, you fucked up my strategy or whatever for qualifying," and JB's like, "What's your issue?" And he was like, "The rain." He went, "Well, you talked about tyres a minute ago, so what do you want to actually complain about?" And he goes up to Horner at that thing, and Horner just rolls his eyes.
Kind of overshadowed the fact that Perez went from 16th to P7, but oh well.
Oh, oh
Anyway,
well.
right,
Bold predictions.
moving swiftly on.
Bold predictions.
Um, I don't know. I feel like anything can happen.
I'm going to do very bold. Pierre finishes the race.
Yeah.
He deserves it this weekend.
Isn't it crazy how, like, a bold prediction is Pierre Gasly finishing the race?
Last season it was Esteban Ocon. No, I feel like he deserves a finish this.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll go for that. And what's your bold podium?
My podium is Charles, Carlos Lando,
Bold.
Bold.
Ooh, okay. So I've not really thought about a bold prediction for this week. Purely because at this point, do you know what? No prediction's bold. Because anything could happen.
Literally anything can happen this season.
And you know when I said before the Bahrain race, right, when they're doing the formation lap, and I said to you, Max Verstappen will not win the championship this year, and
Yeah.
everyone was all like, "Ooh."
He's not. Me
Even,
and you
even,
were deadly serious. Look, he's not.
even 25% of me was all like, "Who you kidding? This is going to be a clean board. He's going to wipe the floor with everybody." But still, that part of me was all like, "Yeah, that's not going to happen. He'll still win." And I'm sat here now going, do you know what? Throw the entire rule book out the window. I haven't got a clue what's going to happen.
No.
Anything could happen. I mean, PA Gasly could win the race for all I know. Highly unlikely.
Oh, that'd be glorious now.
I'm like, do you know what? Bold prediction. The boldest thing I can probably come up with now is Logan Sargent's going to be on that podium. Bold prediction. PA Gasly, Logan Sargent, Daniel Ricciardo. Here you go.
Don't tell Lucy that you used Danny as bold prediction.
Just I don't quite understand. I just don't quite know what else I can do as a bold prediction now because at the start of the season, Oscar being on the podium was quite a bold prediction. He's gone friggin' won a race. So
Lando winning a race at the beginning of the year was a bold prediction.
yeah, we all joked about like Max not winning as a bold prediction. It's not even bold. Can't even get on the podium anymore.
No.
So yeah, if you'd asked Emily at Bahrain, did she truly 100% positively believe herself when she's made that statement? She'd have said no.
I'm going to show the viewers, if it's still got the video, what we secured our win in that statement in with. It's just holding. This is how we secured that statement in with. A baby.
Baby. So yeah, that's my bold prediction.
Actual
And Sargent gets to Q3 qualifying. There you go.
Actual prediction, I'm going to go Perez gets to Q2. Podium, Verstappen, Sainz, Lando. In that
So
order.
3 or
3,
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Right. My actual podium is gonna be. Do you know what I think? Do you know what I feel in my bones?
What?
I'm feeling that Verstappen DNF this week.
Okay.
I'm feeling a Verstappen DNF. My podium is gonna be. I feel like may the odds ever be in your favour.
It's either that or Brownings.
My podium is gonna be Hamilton, Sainz,
Are you feeling okay? I could feel you saying his name.
and Norris.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah.
Or Hamilton, Piastri, Norris.
That's a more you prediction, that one.
What?
That's a more you prediction.
Well, Carlos has not been on the podium for a while, so
Who's not?
I think he should be on a podium with a Lando win.
Yeah, I do. He tried so desperately for Miami.
Yeah. So there you go. I think we're going to end this half of the season with a Lando win.
Yeah,
Start as you mean to go.
yes, I see that. And we will be back next week with our final episode for our summer break of a half season roundup.
Yeah, we will. I
Okay.
can't believe we're at summer break.
I know. 15 episodes in.
We caught up quite nicely because we're only on round 13.
Yeah. 15 episodes in of a silly little podcast that we decided to start at Barring. Drinking baby Guinness.
All the best ideas come from drinking baby Guinness, I'm telling you.
We do. So we will see you next week. Bye.